Crimson's back, baby. And I'm just gonna tell you straight off. I'm gonna pull a bait and switch on someone. And they might be mad at me for what I'm about to do. You see, shocking discoveries are made all the time. Doesn't matter what it is. You find out somebody would do something crazy for a Klondike bar. You find Jesus walking in the streets, butt naked, with the Excalibur in his hand. You see crazy shit all the time. And you hear crazy things all the time. And yesterday, I was talking to one of my good friends. And I told him what today's video was going to be about. And we were talking about many other things. Life, we were catching up. It had been a while since we last spoke. But once we had finished, we reflected on so many things. And I decided to meditate. Because, you know, that's how I do it. And I was sitting there. I was within myself. Analyzing, internalizing. Really getting down to the core of what I needed to. Trying to, build myself up, let's just say. Preparing myself for the days to come. And suddenly I felt a cold chill in the air. I mean, my window was open, but there was a gentle breeze. But this was something fierce. The hairs on my arms and my legs started to rise. And I said, something just ain't right. I said, something just ain't fucking right here. What could it be? And nowadays, we take these signs and we go straight to the internet. But I didn't search up. Why is my hair standing up on my arm? No. I knew exactly where to go. I was afraid. But in the meditation, I was preparing myself that I will be pushed to do the things that many will not have the willpower to do. And so I did it. I went online and I went straight to IGN. I know. But bear with me here, because what I'm about to share with you is something I've asked myself, something I knew was going to happen. And it's a question I posed in a video that I had done last weekend. And it may be a big deal, it may not be a big deal, but I want to talk about it. And now comments are enabled on my videos. That's some old bullshit. My friend told me all my comments were disabled on the past videos because I selected made for kids. And apparently you can't type things out on videos made for kids. I didn't know that. Thanks a lot, YouTube. I was jumping through hoops to try to figure out what was wrong. But anyway, I digress. One of the many things that gets me angry is when you can't find a clear and concise answer. But anyhow, I want to share something with you guys. We're going to go through a stretch here. I got a different setup now. My PC's back. So I think we're going to read through this article together. I've already taken care of some things myself. I seen everything I needed to see. But maybe we can break this down and talk about it objectively. Why don't we? Okay, and again, this article is provided to us by IGN. And I'm sure many other sites are reporting this now, so you've probably already seen it. And you're probably not surprised. You're definitely sick of it. But we're going to talk about it anyway. So bear with me here. Let me bring this up. Let me shorten this webcam down. Wait, do you see this? I had asked This video is about Marvel's Avengers. Again. I know you don't want to hear about none of that shit. But you have to listen to this. Because this is going to change some things as time goes forward. Right? As many, what would you call them? I wouldn't even call them trends. Because trends usually come and go. There was a trend of an online pass only, what? Let's say 4 years ago, let's just say. 4 or 5 years ago, maybe. Where you bought a new game, and in order to play online, you had to buy a $10, $15 pass that was not inclusive of PlayStation Plus or Microsoft Xbox Live Gold. Every game had a unique pass you need to buy. But that didn't last very long. This DLC issue, the Seasons Pass, and the Battle Pass scenarios, oh, they only went farther as time goes on. Time went on. And they're continuing to go farther. And this time I thought the monetization of Marvel's Avengers... Oh, let me rephrase that. This time the monetization of Marvel's Avengers kind of took me by surprise. And this may be a new way that companies are going to push for this stuff later on. And if they have already, you can now say it in the comments. And maybe we can address this stuff at another time. If you have interesting things to say, questions, we can answer these together, I'm thinking. But let me bring this article up. Ready for this? Okay. Marvel's Avengers. Every post-launch character will have a $10 battle pass. Oh, shoot. I gotta put that up on like a cue card. We're all gonna tip our heads back, and we're all gonna laugh at the same time. Oh, stop it. They're being for real. They're being absolutely serious about this. But, well, again, we're going to look at this objectively. We're going to try, at least. All right? So, allow me to start. Allow me to start. Square Enix and Crystal Dynamics have revealed more details on Marvel's Avengers gear, cosmetics, vendors, marketplace, and the Premium Hero Challenge cards, which will cost $10 for each free post-launch character. This explainer on gear and cosmetics began by reiterating that all future updates, including new characters, story content, missions, and regions, will be available for free for all players. That's not bad per se. It really isn't. If you're getting the chunk of all your content for free, all the stuff that's important for free, that's not a bad thing. I don't think. That's what really counts. Right? But let's keep going. Furthermore, well, there will be cosmetic content that will be purchasable with real money. It will be aesthetic only and will not impact gameplay in any way. Okay. So they've obviously thought through this. Now look, let's take a look at these photos. This is for Thor. And I had seen this in the game, the marketplace. And the moment any game has a marketplace, the moment any game has a marketplace tab, you know where it's going. You know you're screwed. That's just how it is. Now look at this. You got different outfits. You got a rare helmet, some shit. You got an epic emote, a rare emotes. Why do they do that? Why do they put these emotes in this game? And like the animations are completely garbage. They're some of these are supposed to be funny, and you're like, huh? They're not really. Very few games can actually pull this shit off. But you're gonna have to spend real money on this cosmetic shit. Anyway, nameplates. I would go as far as say nameplates, especially like this here, when you got like a really cool comic book like background. That should already be in the game. This is Marvel's Avengers. If it's not filled with cool comic book like things from the get-go, why do you got to spend extra money on that? The outfits and such, I can understand, because that's going to be, who knows? I asked the question, like, are they going to have seasonal content? Christmas rolls around, Thor looks like Santa Claus. You know, Halloween comes around, the Hulk's dressed up like Solomon Grundy or something like that. You know, you just ask, like, you ask these things. Let's continue. Chastity McBird. I don't know who that is. I'm guessing she's an in-game vendor. I'm going to guess she's an in-game vendor that you talk to and you purchase all this stuff from. Now, there's a lot of shit here. Again, we're seeing, like, look at the specialty items, and it refreshes every week. Things of that such. Okay, whatever. There's a Roy Model B gear vendor. Do you guys notice something? Do you notice what's going on here? You got a gear vendor. You're going to buy all your upgradables at this store to make your character stronger, deal more damage, take more damage, have special status debuffs and buffs and all this kind of nonsense. And then you got a vanity vendor. And what's this next one? This right here is the photo showing you the battle pass for your hero challenge cards. Now, when I was playing the game, I had seen this challenge card system with the existing characters. And that's because the existing characters in the game are going to have a challenge card that you're going to get for free. Gee, thanks, Square. Thanks, Crystal Dynamics. It's almost like you're essentially paying half the price for the map and the story content, and the other half is going towards the characters that you're starting off with in the game. I'm just calling it like I see it, man. That's what it seems like to me. But anyway, I think that might be the end of these pictures. Yeah, that's the end of these pictures. Okay. Marvel's Avengers Hero Challenge cards in Marketplace. One of the biggest ways to earn a ton of cosmetics is through the Hero Challenge cards. Each card has 40 tiers of free and premium rewards that are earned by challenge points gained from completing daily and weekly challenges. We've seen this a million times before. And you know what? You have no choice but to buy premium battle passes because the free shit doesn't give you anything. From level 1 to 10, the guys who own the premium are getting sweet ass skins. They're getting like legendary emotes. They're getting, your character's, every time he kills a guy, fucking confetti shoots out of his ass or something like that. You're getting all this crazy nonsense. But the guy who's got the free pass gets like a spray paint. Why the hell do I want Captain America vandalizing these generic looking maps? Oh, Iron Man. Iron Man's going to have a blue variation. You're going to get purple, pimp purple Iron Man. What? Meanwhile, the freaking the premium version of him, he's gonna have like these angel wings popping out of his back. He's gonna be having like two fairy dusting blasters every time he. Okay, you know what? You see what I'm saying? They're gonna make this guy look like a god, and you get the skin that's. And I hate when games do this. You're gonna get the skin that's gonna be. He's red and gold by standard. The new skin is gonna be bright red, bright gold. As to how the hell you can make gold brighter, I'll never figure it out. All they did was turn the contrast up. That's the skin you get for being free, you cheap asses. That's essentially what they're saying. But let's continue. The Premium Hero Challenge card rewards for all 6 starting heroes Iron Man, Kamala Khan, Hulk, Thor, Captain America, and Black Widow will be activated for free for all who own Marvel's Avengers. Hence the beta. You could see all this stuff. But I thought it was a cool idea before I knew about this monetization because I was like, hey, look, they're telling you the layout of all the things that you're going to work towards. You want to play Thor. You can at least see what Thor is going to be earning throughout the game. You have things to look forward to. Now, a new character comes into the mix, and you're going to be playing this character, and you're not going to be unlocking the really cool cosmetic stuff because you have to pay $10 per character. And you know what? Let's continue. All post-launch characters' premium hero challenge cards, however, will cost $10, 1,000 credits to activate. Although, if you complete the entire card, you will earn back your 1,000 credit activation cost and earn over 12,500 credits worth of content. I don't know if that's supposed to mean exactly the way it's read. You have no idea. Like, there's no one walking you through this in a video to say, this is what it does. So what, you pay your $10, you complete your card, and then you get the 1,000 credits right back in your marketplace wallet? Is that what that means? I have no idea. But are you willing to spend $60, $70, $80, $90 to find out? Who can say? I'm not. But that's just me. I eagerly awaiting the people who do go out and buy this game to come back and tell us what it's like. Again, it's not a bad game. I can see, there were times when playing it, I was like, you know what? I can see me and my friends playing this game. We wouldn't be giving a shit about anything in it, but we would be playing this game. I could see that. This means that post-launch characters like Clint Barton's Hawkeye and Spider-Man, who is PS4 exclusive, will be free for all players. And only extra cosmetics in their premium hero challenge card will cost real-world money. Marvel's Avengers will also feature a marketplace that will feature purchasable cosmetics in the form of outfits, emotes, takedowns, and nameplates. Even takedowns? Holy shit, man. Remember how effective I told you those were? Because of the leveling system? I got you, kiddos. Credits will also be required to purchase these items. And a 500 credit pack will cost you $5. Credits will come in packs of 500, 2,000, 5,000, and 10,000, with bonus credits rewarded for the bigger packs. Shut up. I hate it when games do this. You spend more money to get extra credits when you buy. Okay, you got 5,000 credits, you buy the 5,000 pack. You get 500 extra credits. Well, what can you buy with 500 extra credits? It's like the shittiest spray paint that you can find in the game. It's like a freaking circle. It's like a happy face. It's like a steaming chicken on a plate. That's what 500 extra credits gets you. Are you serious? I hate it when these developers do this. It's not an extra incentive. I swear to you, no matter what game it is, you're buying these packs to get these credits, and that little booster doesn't give you shit. Because when you're 10 points off from getting the thing that you really want, guess what? You gotta spend $5 to get 500 more credits in there. Like, come on, man. So don't play me with that shit. Cosmetics and vendors. Cosmetic items come in 4 different varieties. I don't know if this is like a copyright thing. I have no idea. So maybe I shouldn't read all this. I don't really know. Anyway, you know what? We're just going to keep going. We're just going to try it out. I don't know. I don't care. Okay. They come in the 4 different varieties. Like, you got your outfits, your emotes, takedowns, and nameplates. And they're saying that yes, you can, like, while I was playing the beta, you can earn this stuff. So when they're saying that you can earn this stuff, you can, if they're saying you can craft things, purchase from vendors. Again, we've seen the vendors. It looks like Destiny. You didn't see that in the beta, but from those pictures alone, you're gonna be meeting up with different people in this hub world to do this stuff. Like, that's what that looks like. Now, whether or not you think that's a good thing, that's on you. Okay? Now, vendors are narrative-based store operators who set up shop around Marvel's Avengers game world. Yes. Okay, we understand how that works. And throughout the game, they're saying here that, like, you can sell your cosmetic and your gear for units and common resources. And I guess these resources are how you're going to be able to upgrade your materials. Let's see here. Speaking of resources, these can be found in-game and will allow you to upgrade your gear. Patterns can also be earned through play and can be used at a fabrication machine. At fabrication machines to create an outfit or nameplate. Okay. Lastly, units are Marvel's Avengers soft currency, which means it's in-game digital currency that has no real-world value and can be found in strong boxes or as rewards for increasing your faction. Wrong! Oh, soft currency always has a real-world value. When you're looking at the price going, wait a minute, if I do the math, I gotta grind 12 hours a day for the next 6 years. Yeah. Unfortunately, they do have real world value. Because the in-game exchange rates don't add up. Every now and then we play Siege. My friends and I. And I cannot get over how expensive the most basic shit is. I can't. I'll be the first person to admit it. Guys, I love cosmetics. If you ask anybody who knows me, I love that shit. I will be locked down in character customization for hours. And you're telling me once I get out of character customization, I can keep customizing them? Oh my god, the freaking... My friends will complete a game in 40 hours. I'll complete a game in 120. Because after 40 hours, everything else just customizing shit. No word of a goddamn lie. So I am with this stuff. I like buying things that I want. Okay? So I'm not saying like this is a completely horrible idea. No, I've supported games that have done this in the past. Say what you want. Whatever. You're not affected by this stuff if you don't care about that stuff. But when I see cool shit released, I'm playing Rainbow Six Siege, and I'm playing certain characters, and when they come out with elite skins that got completely new looks to themselves, they come with like the special gun skins, you know, they got really cool charms, a nice, like, epic looking, legendary, again, character plate. I like that stuff. I just do. I think long and hard about where I'm going to spend this money, but I do it. So I don't completely disagree with what they're doing here. I don't. But there's a difference. And that difference is, how do I take to the game? How do people take to the game? Are we having fun with it? Do we want to spend this kind of money? And this system here was planned out. This is what they talked about in the boardroom. Right after that E3 demo, everyone's coming out, they're like, oh my god, that didn't look that great. It was already too late. They had already thought of a million different ways to monetize this stuff. This being one of them. It's great that stages, story content, characters, all that stuff. It's nice that stuff is going to come out and be free. But let's not mistake ourselves. And I think they came out and said this, that Marvel's Avengers is going to be games as a service. It's going to be like ever growing. But how How well has that worked out in the past? Your game has to be exceptional for people to want to spend money. Look at The Witcher 3. That's still talked about to this day. It had a shitload of content from the get-go. You had a more than complete experience when you compared to other games that released in that same year. You were paying the same price just for boundless hours of nonstop fun. Assuming you liked the gameplay and the story being told. And then when they released their expansion packs, those raised the bar even higher. And people were like, yo, they should have charged more for this. And then they released free shit on top of that. Like, how do you beat that? Unfortunately, yes, the game is older, but that's still your competition. The bar has been, once the bar is raised, you can only afford to go up. Marvel's Avengers did not have that. I'm playing this game. Let me reiterate it to you guys. It's like you're going to a restaurant. Okay? And this is like it's a AAA studio. So like we'll put that to like, okay. Different AAA studios obviously have different kinds of reputation. And we'll say, Square Enix as like a publisher and, as like their own game developers with their own studios and such, and Crystal Dynamics, like, okay. Like their reputation has been good to decent in the past. We'll say it's like a 2 Michelin star restaurant. And maybe even then, I'm being too generous. But I'll let you be the judge of that. Bear with me. Like a 2 Michelin star restaurant. So you're going in with a preconceived notion of what you're going to expect when you reach this restaurant. It's the Avengers Cafe. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. You're expecting some bomb ass food, you know what I'm saying, player? But anyway, you're sitting at this table and you're picking your item off the menu. You're like, oh shit, that looks good, man. Honey, what you getting? All this kind of stuff. And then the meal is prepared. It comes out to you, and it's the presentation. The first thing you're gonna notice is the presentation looks decent. You're like, oh, okay. That doesn't look so bad. Oh, that looks kind of tasty. You got something basic. You got the Hulk special. It's a nice fried chicken. Lightly battered, golden brown to perfection. Gently placed on top of whipped mashed potatoes, light to the touch. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Freshly crackled. And you got Bruce Banner's chemically engineered homemade gravy on top. You don't know what's in that stuff, but it's good, boy. You don't know what the hell it is. It's good, boy. Or so you heard. And then you got a nice, freshly chopped up Caesar salad with some garlic croutons on top and some real Parmesan cheese grated over top. Will that be all, sir? That's what this is Vision talking to you. Will that be all, sir? And he's still grating the cheese on top there for you. And you're like, yo, that's enough, Vision. Thank you for this evening. The table is set. Your meal is steaming hot. And you cut open this chicken. Oh my God, the steam is rising. Woo, you're getting the smells in the air. You're dipping it into the potatoes, man. You're scooping, you're taking a knife and you're scooping the potatoes on top of the fork. You're dipping it in that chemical grade gravy. Giving it a whip. That shit smells good. And you put it in your mouth. You're like, what the hell? Something. Wait a minute. You chop it up another piece. You're like, You know, you're putting the fork, you know, down and you're diving deep in these mashed potatoes. You got this chemical grade gravy on here. You're looking at this Caesar salad. You know, dump it on the Caesar mix and mixing it up with the Parmesan cheese. You're taking more bites and you're like, what the hell's going on here? And soon, you take a sip of water to cleanse away your palate. And you're like, it's not me. This food has no goddamn seasoning. We've been waiting 25 minutes in this 2 Michelin star restaurant, and this food comes out looking good, smelling good, but it has no seasoning. And at this point, you're ready to flip the table over. Because you have just been lied to. You're like, everyone's talking about this place. Everyone's on Craigslist is telling me this place is great. So what the hell happened? You don't know. And that's what this is here, man. The game has the makings of something good, but it's got no flavor. Okay? Now, the problem with this whole cosmetics thing and this character battle pass, yes, you can release all the shit you want for free any day of the week, but if your game has no flavor, if your game's got no substance for people to become invested in, why are they going to spend this money on it? Why? It's going to be a hard sell to begin with. The open betas and these demos are gifts and a curse all the same. It was bold and brave of them to do that. Good on them. But when your game comes out and now everyone has this chance to play and they're all like, holy shit, man. This thing really ain't that good. Oh, now here's a $10 battle pass per character. Oh, but don't worry, the characters are free. So anybody who's watching this, and you're an Xbox guy, you're a PC guy, whatever this game is releasing on, fear not about the Spider-Man DLC. I'm telling you now, fear not. You aren't missing anything with this game. But I'll be damned if this game comes out and it's getting like 9s and 10s across the board. Believe me, I will be floored on my ass. So that's the dilemma we're facing here. I do believe that you can keep these kind of practices around. It's a very unpopular opinion. That's just the way it is now. Going forward, we're always going to see things like this in our games. But you have to make great goddamn games from the start. And people have to verbally tell you, oh my god, this is phenomenal. Ghost of Tsushima is releasing a free multiplayer expansion or game mode in the fall. That's an entirely new way to play the game with your friends. And I'll be damned if it is on the same level as the main game and they want more money to be spent on like cosmetics or something, even though they've told us that we're not going to have to pay for anything like that. If by some chance they came out and stated that we would have to pay for something, people will throw their goddamn money at the screen. Because the game has such an outstanding reputation now. It's one of the, like, of recent memory, like it's one of the best games of this generation, like what it did. It's definitely one of the best PS4 exclusives to ever be released. Or Sony exclusives, I should say. Like, it's unbelievable. And I'm not just kissing the game's ass. Like, I still think about that game to this day. I'm like, I'd replay that. Granted, it's a daunting task, which is why I haven't done it. But people are going to throw money at the screen for the games that they love, for the companies they love. They haven't really proven anything with Marvel's Avengers just yet. As a matter of fact, whatever they have proven was that people need to stay clear of this game for now. I'm telling you, those frame rate drops were nothing to be. It's been keeping me up at night. I haven't slept in 6 days. But spending $10 on a battle pass is what's gonna put me to sleep. Okay, okay, Square. Whatever you say. And that's today's shocking story, man. That's today's shocking story. Oh my god, man. And you know what? I should just leave it there. This game comes out on one of my good friend's birthday. And you know what? Happy birthday, motherfucker. You know what? For fun, let's just read some of these comments. Let's see what they say. This game is just gross. Please don't support this. So Square gets the point. This isn't acceptable. I'll support the hell out of every game that gives that amount of content for free. Even if it's lackluster? Okay. To each their own. I'm not going to read all the replies. Fuck that. I'm going to have to battle pass on this game. Hey, coming in with the puns. I like it. This game is the epitome of meh. It's true. It's true. Hey guys, it only cost me $4,000 to platinum Marvel's Avengers. Ah, shit. Okay, the day they start tying money to your trophies list, that's the day people start really getting shot up in these streets. I'll tell you right now. How about just making a fun game instead of an online store? Thank you. Thank you. That's all it takes. You make a fun game, people are going to want to spend money. Period. That's just how it goes. If that elegant meal I told you about from the 2 Michelin star Marvel's Cafe was delicious and nutritious, I'd be going back. It wouldn't be a 2 Michelin star restaurant. It would be a 3 Michelin star restaurant. Chef Ramsay would be going there every fall for his vacation. Not this time. I wouldn't pay over $20 for the base game. I sure wouldn't pay half of that for glorified skins. But I'm sure someone will find it to be a deal. Ugh. And again, I've supported things in the past. In terms of Siege's case, it's a great game. Like, it has good gameplay. Like, my friends and I, we've gone back to that over the course of years. I don't understand the complaints here. Game developers aren't charities. I don't know why you expect constant 100% free content updates. They have to make money to keep making these. And if they're only charging for optional cosmetic changes, then all the better. Nobody's missing out on gameplay addition. That is true. I do believe that. He's absolutely right. You're not missing out on... And again, you know what? Par for the course, rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. It's unfortunate that he had the Heath Ledger treatment, where his last role, well, not his last role, he's been in movies after that, but his most notable one that put him on the map is what he's really going to be known for. But they're going to throw in the Black Panther into this game, and yes, you'll get everything that the Black Panther has to offer in terms of gameplay. You won't have to unlock him using real world money. That's awesome. And that's okay. If you want to hide cosmetics behind a paywall and they don't affect gameplay, that's just the way things are now. Games are becoming more expensive. That's fine. And I'm only saying this because I've supported this stuff in the past for the games I've liked. And I've never really looked back and went, you know what? I regret doing that. There's very few games that have done that. But they've made me more vigilant as to where I spend that money in the future. Again, you shouldn't be spending this kind of money if you're going to end up going broke. Okay? Hold on. I think I missed something. Oh, did that comment I just read? The guy right after says, except Xbox and PC players are missing out on the gameplay edition of Spider-Man. You're not missing anything. The game is not that great. Anyway. I'm just playing. To a degree. I'm just playing. Bam! Sorry for the quick cut. My audio in the last video got extremely desynced from the last minute or so. That's when everything turns to shit, right? But I was just going to finish up by saying I do think it is completely ridiculous that they're deciding to release Spider-Man as a PS4 only exclusive character on a game that's releasing for all consoles. Dude, I don't got words for it. This is completely different than Marvel's Spider-Man releasing on the PS4. That's an entire game. Okay? It's an exclusive title. That's just how that works. But you can't tell me that locking one of the most influential, one of the most popular superheroes on the face of this earth to just one console when your game is releasing to all platforms is a moneymaker. Like, I can't be convinced that idea was a good thing. Whoever thought of that, oh my god. They better watch out. That's all I'm going to say, because these dudes are pissed about that. And I think with that, we're going to call it here. I thank you for watching, and until the next time, take it easy, and we'll play and talk more another day.